What's up, Cole? You want to stay flexible, strengthen your legs, and keep your golf game strong? I got one exercise that's going to solve all those problems. You don't need any equipment, you don't need any weights. All you need is a chair or a bench, and you'll see what I mean as we get going. So what you're going to work on is called box squats. Box squats are, in my opinion, more effective than even regular squats because you're going to work on that flexibility aspect. So box squats are simple. They're basically chair squats. You got a chair, you got a bench, you got something, and you just sit on the chair and stand up. As you sit, you relax, and then you stand up. But we want to translate this to your golf game. So I want you to think about how you swing, your setup and everything else when you're coming into your squats. Everything remains the same. So you have to set up properly, you have to have your stance. For you, start more narrow and work your way out wide. Your goal is to go as wide as you can and get as low as you can. So getting lower over time, but start with just a normal chair and start with normal stance. So you set up, out, you can have your toes out a little bit, but gradually we want to bring those suckers in so that they're straight forward. When you're golfing, what do? You got your setup, and then what? You pull it back. Well, think about what's tight in your body as you're pulling back. You're pulling back and you're tight and you're strong and you're braced because you want it to be like a whip. As you release and you fire those hips, you come through and it takes care of itself, right? It's just like a whip action and bam, you get it going. So the same concept applies to your squats, your box squats. I want you tight at the bottom position, super tight. So what are you gonna do to make sure that you're tight? What's tight? Pay attention. So lots of different things, but make sure you're staying tight at the bottom. Like a bow and arrow, we pull it back, you let it go, and it fires, just like your golf swing. So as you're sitting, you want to tense up. You want to tense up by pushing out with your feet. Push out, that's going to fire your hips and your glutes a little bit more, and you're going to pull yourself down. As opposed to just sitting back and relaxing, you want to pull down. So you're pushing out, you're pulling down. From the side, as I pull myself down onto the chair, I'm going to pull with my hip flexors and reach my hips back and down. At the same time, I'm opening up, and then we stand up. So to push out, get a visual, I've got a mat here, and see how the mat's folded up like this? It's together. I'm going to try to spread that mat out. Did you see that? I'm going to spread it out. That's what you're doing into the ground, but without sliding, right? Your feet are going to stay solid. You're going to sit way back, keep everything tight, right? We'll get more into that. You're going to push out, open up the hips, and pull yourself down, opening up, sit down, and then stand up. So now, tension, core, keep your abs tight, and your back straight. So as we come down, this has got to be tight like you're going to take a punch, and this has got to be straight. If you're sitting down, if the chair's too low at first and you're doing a lot of this, tucking your butt under, look what happens. The knees come forward and we get this. We don't want that. We want to reach, pull down and reach back. Keep your back straight, keep your core tight, and you'll start to feel these muscles in here, and you're also going to feel some stretch in through the groin. And that's what we want. It's a 2-for-1. We're getting flexible, we're challenging your core so that you can start to get more mobility into your back and your hips. As we push out, you're going to get more three-dimensional, right? Not just up and down. You're pushing out, you're reaching back, you're coming down, relax for a second, and then drive up. Think about your golf swing. You're tight at the bottom, you're tight at the top. Well, with your squat, you're tight at the bottom, you're open up, you're spreading out, you're not letting your knees collapse in, you're pushing out, your abs are tight, your back is straight, and then as you stand up, boom, you just fire through the hips. Squeeze your butt, tighten up your abs, and then you just stand up. You're gonna work mostly on flexibility at first. You can even just do 1 or 2 repetitions throughout the day. Wherever you see a chair, just sit down on it. Instead of relaxing and just sitting on it, think about this technique. You're gonna open up, you're gonna sit way back and pull yourself down, keeping your core tight, keeping your back straight, posture stays up, and then we stand up. From the side, pushing out, sitting back, core tight, back straight, and as you can see, come down, relax, and then bang, stand up. Down, and up. So those are your squats. Those are your box squats. Get a chair. If you want to advance, you just lower the box or you step wider. The wider you get, your knees are going to want to collapse in, so you really got to push out to keep that open. I hope that was what you were looking for. Try it. If it works, let me know. If it doesn't, send me another question and let's figure it out. Good luck.